You can
drink water is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'll be like, this one is just for, like, there's no need to even engage.
Hey guys, welcome back to another fantastic episode on Behind the Build. Today is going to be a very interesting session. We have someone very important in the studio. First off, I have my co-host with me, Jion.
I'm good.
And then we have a social media expert in our midst today, a person of Feli. Mr. Feli, how you doing?
Yes, boss. I'm doing okay. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, looking.
Bros. I beg you. I beg you. This whining.
Controlling the money, influencers and all stuff.
Then we just leave design and start
If you want to hire me, I don't mind. What am I doing?
See my destiny helper. My destiny helper, they whine me. I beg you.
Hire me, why not?
Hey, God. Which way? Which way?
See people
Hey, good.
social media.
Yeah.
People are making a lot of money. These ex guys
We're also looking for the way now.
pasting $1,000 per week, this $10,000 per month. Dollars. Oh. So that's why you show us how to make that kind of money. People will learn from.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'll try my best.
But Felix, yeah, how I'm looking at the way technology has been over time and the introduction of new industries in terms of let's look at the whole tech industry, design, and development, AI.
Yeah.
Right. How do you think social media is impacting this industry?
Social media as a whole has been impactful in, should I say, every industry.
Yeah.
Because when you get the skill, it's not enough to have the skill.
Yeah.
People need to know you have the skill.
Yes.
You understand? You have to show yourself, put yourself out there. I think that's the reason why everybody now is actually getting into content creation, even designers, developers, programmers. Yeah, everybody's trying to, be on social media and stuff just to put their work out there and let people know what they can actually do. Because it's not enough to have the skill. I think people need to know that you have the skill.
Exactly.
Yeah. And people like to work with people that, they've seen jobs that they've been doing, Let's say if you've been following somebody on Twitter and you've been seeing his work and you've been impressed by his work, you would feel a bit more safe working with them than some random person you just met and maybe somebody referred to you on something. So I think it's very, very important to be out there.
Yeah. So a lot of people are honestly building their followerships today on X, on IG.
There was some of those guys that we have on X and other social media platform. They use social media expert like him now.
Yeah.
The money man. But that's like them. They're always behind
pushing narratives up and down.
Yeah, we don't really see them. But
Well,
so how will you how will I ask the question? How do you feel being behind the scene? People don't really see you guys, but see your work.
I mean, I am a behind the scenes guy.
So you prefer?
I prefer just being behind the scenes, doing the work, let every other person do their own and stuff.
Get to know you now. You have accounts on this platform.
Well, I don't.
Unless you are using pseudo account.
I think the only personal account I have is my ex account, and I don't really post. I just follow stuff like that. Exactly.
And then they create like 4 or 5 pseudo accounts all day.
That's just it. Basically, I don't see myself as this camera guy, always in front of the camera doing the front end tasks now. I prefer just being behind the scene and just doing my thing.
But running social media accounts as well, that's, should we still categorize that under content creation or just account management?
It is content creation.
Yeah, but not the term content creation means that you have to set up your video, your camera, and then record yourself talking about one thing and the other, the way we are doing right now.
Yes, true, but building a social media account, you're not trying to build yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's not your content you're pushing. You're pushing someone else's content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's still content creation. In a nutshell, it is.
Yeah,
Still.
but you are also building yourself in the process of building other people's pages.
Well, trying to build yourself, that's where the main content creation even comes in. Because you have to exactly, you have to like show people what you are doing for other brands. Yeah. The stuff you are doing for other brands, the processes. Like, I follow some creators on TikTok where, while trying to, post for other brands, they title stuff like, okay, a day into my life.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So you see the kinds of things they do, how they advertise for brands, how they, do all those things for other brands. So yeah, it's still content creation basically.
Yeah. Okay, so over time, based on your experience, how do you manage generating organic followership for, let's say, a new account, for instance, and then compare that to promotion?
Okay. I think it varies with the particular social media. Like there is no one size fits all, I think, but basically you have to engage with other people.
Yeah.
You have to follow, people that not necessarily that you guys are doing the same thing, but you have to follow people that accounts that actually resonate with you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you have to really engage them. You have to engage with their posts because in the end we are all human beings.
Yeah.
There's no way you'll be seeing my post and be passing it. You'll not make your own video. How am I gonna like it? Who you? So all those things. So you have to basically engage, to be able to grow organically. There are also other ways, you could actually tell people about your account, tell your family and friends, share on, other stuff. You can actually be on the streets talking to people. Like there are some shows, like some stuff I see on YouTube, people, like you just go online, tell people, okay, follow this page and this one, that one, ask them some questions. At times, give them some incentives, maybe like 1,000, stuff like that. So
people like sharing that money.
There are new ways of doing all this thing.
Yes, now
this guy will just put stupid tweets, something useless, and they just need to go, but you will know that it's just for engagement.
Exactly.
That money.
Exactly.
So how do you guys even react to things like that? Like, that means it will affect all this real content.
You see, when I see things like that, I just scroll past because I know why they actually made it. Like you could see some hilarious comment like you can drink water is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'll be like, this one is just for, like, there's no need to even engage, So I think because everything boils down to engagement, and especially those blue tick accounts, everybody is trying to, farm Elon money. So everybody tries to get Elon's money. So that's just it. They just do anything basically for engagement. And there are also other forms, people are actually promoting pure content too. They just promote.
Have you done something like that before?
I have, but
you can actually say is a framework that works to promote maybe campaign or engagement or something that you advise people to do at some point.
I wouldn't say advice. I wouldn't say advice because there is exposure, or should I say publicity, but in the end you don't want the wrong type of publicity
or
exposure.
True.
You get, so every brand should actually determine the type of publicity or exposure they want for themselves. You know, there are brands that don't really care. You know, they build on controversies and build on, you know, all these things. But there are certain brands that actually prefer to build on integrity and authenticity.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I'm not even the type of person that will just build a brand only on controversy. You know, yes, it is said that you have to, you know, get the attention of people. That's the only way your stuff could actually go viral. You know, you have to get, you know, all the attention and stuff. But then again, I actually feel that there are better ways of doing it than just, you know, posting all just clickbait stuff just to get engagement and stuff. So yeah, so that'll be it.
So what will you say about the way things are changing on social media, like content? Before we used to see the likes of Shaggy, making. It's now moving towards streaming now.
Yeah.
Like relative catalyst.
Yeah.
Shark comics and all those guys are like the guys doing things around social media now. What do you think about that shift? Like,
you know, social media is a branch of digital marketing.
Yeah.
And anything that has to do with marketing, there is no particular formula that could actually work for a long period of time. You have to evolve.
Yeah, true.
Marketing is a branch that, you know, you have to keep doing research, you have to keep exploring, you know, because how I see it is, I think they say human wants are insatiable. Yeah. I think it changes over time. So exactly. So because if you go as far back as 2007, 2005, you know, we were all having commercials on TV and stuff. But now most of the commercials now are on YouTube channels. You know, when you want to watch videos now, you see them there. And there are like certain apps, you know, that have built-in ads and stuff. When you all those things.
True. There was a time that we watch all
Now, even bank adverts too.
Now, on your phone.
On
YouTube.
So yeah, everything is changing. So I think for now, streaming is actually the way, because actually I watched an interview he made, like Kata Ife, he made, and said the streaming thing was becoming too stressful, that you could actually spend all the money you're making on a particular video, like before you settle Aguero, settle the people that are, you know, all those things. Because when you go to the street with cameras, they don't even want to know whether you're making money. You already know these things.
Those guys,
so
start stopping them on the road, breaking their cars and things.
That's the one already now. They don't even want to know whether you're making money. That one is not business.
So you guys just damn me now. They want side mirror. I'm gonna drop money. Well, that's crazy. I've seen some videos online.
But that now boils down to a question. Do you think people online are building real products, or they're just building content? So I just want to put out something outside there so that people can just know who I am, or I'm putting things out there that I want to really matter. Trying to sell something with value to people.
When you put it like that, I think people are, you know, I don't know, but the average.
If you look at some niche, they're trying to, you know, get the bag.
Exactly.
But some people are actually building stuff.
Exactly.
You know, they're building a personal brand.
The average person on the internet, to be truthful, is just trying to put themselves out there, you know, get opportunities, make money, this and that. Because there are people who do content creation as like the only jobs they do, like sort of
that
livelihood.
Some people like
exactly. You know, some use TikTok, even clipping too. The people who just clip and make money.
Which one is clipping?
Which one? Which one is clipping?
Okay, like
like
my Lord, tell me about the clipping,
like like the likes of Kata Ife and, you know, all those streamers. There are people who just, you know, go online, get particular videos, you know, from streamers and stuff. Then they cut the videos,
Oh,
they clip the videos.
Is that right?
I mean, there is no
law against it.
There isn't.
Maybe that's what I'll start doing.
There isn't. Because
I think I don't comfort, but that's someone's content.
Yeah.
To comfort you.
Because that's like personal branding and product branding.
Yes.
So
True.
you have, for somebody building a personal brand, they definitely want to put their face. But somebody that is doing clipping, for instance, that's like
they're stealing someone's
but come to think of it, you would gladly pay somebody for promotion.
Yes.
And the person has your video on their...
If they are going to use it in the way that
you direct them.
Yes, exactly.
Because you employ more like agreements than someone else that I don't know is also my content.
One part of my video and post it.
I think you're actually looking at it in a very emotional way. I will explain. I will explain. I will explain. Okay. Kataife's Twitch videos wouldn't have been able to get through to us. Because we are not on Twitch.
That's true.
I'm not on Twitch. Like, I don't stream.
He has a channel on YouTube.
He does. But how are you able to see on IG, see on TikTok, see on Twitter and stuff? There are people who just clip for fun. And there are people who actually clip for money. Like, this is what they do. You get. So I think it depends, like he said, it depends on how they make use of it.
Yeah.
So, because there's a way they can... Thank you. There's a way they can make use of it that will actually help you and your brand.
Would you classify that as social distribution? Because from one particular channel, you have people that come and pick
it and distribute it for you.
Yes. So
that's like the positive side of
Yeah.
And you might not even get to pick people because you might be an influencer that are very popular.
Yeah.
Compared to
your brand.
Yeah.
So they don't need to pay people to do that.
They don't. They don't. It's just a particular niche that people just, crafted out for themselves and they're using it.
And let's say you put it on YouTube, you get paid. YouTube pays you.
I think
YouTube pay for it.
I think YouTube is a bit more
strict.
Yeah. I don't think you can actually use somebody's content on YouTube to get paid. Yeah. With YouTube, any small thing like this
is more.
They will just take your video down, block your account and stuff. So
you see a lot of movies on YouTube now. Most of it don't do African magic.
Exactly.
So exactly. YouTube movies now. YouTube.
Exactly. So I think where people actually make use of these videos more social media platforms like TikTok and stuff, because that's where you actually see lots of these videos.
So, but which pays more? TikTok, IG, X, or YouTube? Or it just depends?
YouTube is their organ now. Everybody knows this one now.
Yeah.
YouTube is the organ now. Every other person is just playing.
But does it also depend on the country that you're from?
I think that is the whole different conversation. Your audience also matters. People who engage with your videos, stuff. I think for us here, I think when it comes to engagement, they don't value African engagement because I think the other time Burna Boy was saying something about Spotify stuff, how,
they have the pay.
Yeah, how they pay when you have African audiences and as compared to
others.
Yeah. So I think it's the same thing with YouTube too,
YouTube and another other platform. Facebook too, Facebook pays too.
Yeah.
I don't use Facebook.
I've not been on that platform years. If they are paying, there's somebody will not go there.
Yeah. My other will.
What's wrong?
I just money.
Money is the way. Money is the real.
So, but what are those job opportunities that that are in the social media industry for people like you, like account managers, for instance, social media account managers, right? Social media distribution as well, just like you said. What other careers are out there that people can leverage on?
Social media strategists.
Yes, you have them.
Yeah, those ones that will tell you, you know, how to capture attention, how to, you know, move this, move that, you know.
How to create controversy.
Yeah, you know, all those type
people
of
like.
things. That's the one I like.
I know you like controversy.
That's the one I like. But no. If I actually looking at it from a very, you know, good standpoint,
yeah,
the average human being attention span is very, very slim.
Yeah.
Like I know for myself, my attention span is like 3 seconds. If I'm trying to watch your video and in 3 seconds I don't see what I like, I'll just scroll past.
So you like controversy?
Not necessarily.
Give it up. So
not necessarily, you know, just something that, you know, could actually make me want to stay.
Yeah, but does that convert?
It does.
I just come and listen to you.
It does, though.
Right?
It does.
I think Nigerians generally like controversy.
Yeah, we like controversies.
Anything that
recently I saw the one
we like controversies.
Tunde and this Tunde the chess.
Oh, the chess.
And then one other person, Wankwayo. So he started the controversial tweet about Tunde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but
on Twitter, Banga Boy.
He's always Twitter, though. He's always on Twitter.
That is out of controversial.
Yeah, so
controversial topic.
He's always on Twitter. Like,
sorry.
I actually enjoy it though. You know, there are times I just go on comment section and just laugh. Nothing too serious. I just go there.
People have different opinions about it.
Yeah. I just go there and just, you know, when I don't have anything to do, and maybe I'm feeling a little sad. Maybe this Europe's economy is doing me anyhow. I just go there and just be looking at comments, just be laughing.
But should companies actually look into creating controversial content or just straight genuine content?
I think companies should actually look into creating unique content that would actually go viral.
Okay.
Going viral. I don't think building a controversial content is the only way to go viral.
Yeah, definitely.
It is not.
People just, you know, want to attach themselves to it. It makes a particular content or tweet popular.
Exactly. You know, exactly. You know, when you build something that is actually uniquely yours, I think that could also go viral because, you know, people like to see things that not everybody is doing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm scrolling through Twitter and I'm seeing one particular style of post, comparing, and I know that they're all clickbait.
Yeah.
And I scroll a bit more and I see something else like that. There's no way I would want to, like, it's just the same thing everywhere. So I think companies should actually focus on creating unique content, you know. Just leave the controversies for Banga Boy.
So let's say in terms of, I've seen some companies use AI for their ad and all those things on their social media platform. What do you have to say? Like real content. I saw one, I think it's bull rice or something rice. I saw the ad. I was like, even the rice that you can see that is not real rice.
See, there are times.
They use AI nowadays for that social.
I know.
I was supposed to be like, what's this?
There are.
I can tell.
It's not real.
Before when we have all those interesting ads.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nowadays, there are certain ads or adverts that I actually watch and I'm like, what is the end point? Like, what's the essence? Like, there is no essence. Like, why did you guys even do this? Like, there's no need.
Yeah.
Because there is no point to it. Because them using AI, I think they're just trying to, you know, cut the advertisement budget, you know, all those things. Everybody's just trying to cut costs.
Yeah. They're not going to pay people like you now.
Everybody just trying to cut costs, you know, just get more content out there. But I don't really think volume should be the only thing we are looking at when it comes to content. You know, I think the quality of the content also matters. You know, there has to be a message you're passing with your content, you know, a message that actually, you know, tells us about your brand.
Yeah.
You know, supports your brand, you know, your values and all that. So I don't really think posting 5 contents that are meaningless as compared to posting two that actually makes sense. I think they should actually focus more on making content that actually makes sense.
So one important question: do you think it's important to build a company today without social media?
Except your product is already doing well.
Unless you are Gary.
True.
Gary says don't
Or
be
St.
that
Lucia.
one. They see
Thank you. Unless you are Gary, or you are St. Louis Sugar, or you are Dangote, or you are Dangote.
Dangote. I've seen some Dangote student ads.
Okay,
before.
as big as Dangote is, she still does ads.
Yeah,
exactly. The average man knows Dangote. If you go on the road and meet somebody on the streets, they know Dangote.
True.
So if Dangote is still doing ads, who is your company that you will not run ads? So it's just, you basically have to put yourself out there.
Okay. So, but would you now say? I know definitely for people like designers, for instance, they have their work as their portfolio.
Yeah.
You don't even need to see their resume, right? So, do you think the same thing applies to social media manager? Accounts that you manage can speak for you.
Yeah.
Becoming your CV as a point of reference.
Yeah. There are there are like certain jobs that will still require you to get your CV submitted and all that. So
be controversial person, don't be controversial.
That's portfolio.
Yeah.
And you just put all those accounts you manage, the numbers.
Exactly. Exactly. Those are the things that will be included in your CV.
Yeah.
So in case they ask you for to compile a CV and stuff. So I think.
Nice.
But now, how do you guys, like, the professionals? I know you guys, like, professional people that they took their time to learn social media management, digital marketing, compared to someone that would just grow Twitter account. Next thing, already social media management.
Yeah.
How do you guys like manage that? Like,
I don't think I even think about that. I think
you don't see them as a problem.
I don't.
You don't see them.
I just see when I'm trying to do my stuff. I don't think I actually think about people as competition and stuff. I just see people as they either could actually work together, do something together, or not. I don't think.
Do you know guys are more of influencers?
Yes, they're influencers. They're actually influencers. So
manager.
Whenever I think about people in such niches per se, I just think about collaboration or nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing to.
You rather work with them than chase them.
Yeah.
I think my final question to you is so let's talk about rate cards. Right, people come up with figure on the rate card.
I like
you
this
wonder how did they come up like with that figure? To post a particular video, someone will tell you 500K. Right, like how? I see those.
Okay. I don't think everybody that has a rate card actually knows how to get a rate card. I think most people just using their own self-analysis. They just bring up prices and just draft it and I just say, well, this is what I do. If you are paying, come. If you are not paying, just go. But I think rate cards should actually depend on, how people engage with your accounts, engage with your posts.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a very small comment you put somewhere hidden.
Okay.
You could actually see like replies and stuff. Yeah. So I think the rate cards should actually, shouldn't be just random.
Should there be a formula to?
They should. You should just wake up in the morning now and just say, okay, I have 2K followers. Okay. If you want to post now, you pay 200K. Stuff like that.
But so they have to make money, right?
Yeah, they do. But you have to give value for money too now. You're making money.
Because to be considered.
Exactly. Because there's no way they'll be giving you 200K for a post and maybe you'll just get like 4 followers. So
that's like,
it makes no sense. So
you have to have like maybe 200K.
But I don't think it's dependent only on the influencer. I think the content is also posting. Yeah, actually matters because
some people like And maybe I don't collect money.
If it's something that, you know, could actually work, yeah, I think that one also could actually help you get more followers. If people actually relate to what you're putting out there. Yeah. So that's how you do it.
All right. Felix, thank you very much again for, taking a seat today.
Thanks, boss, for having me on this sabotage episode.
And folks, don't forget to follow us.
Oh, well.
You're running what's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah. Okay. Don't forget to follow, share content.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll catch you again on the next episode. Bye for now.